Okay. Well, this is very important to make it now. Human Rights Protocol, SIGI, what I was going to say. So, basically, today is the 13th of February 2026. I'm gonna call some important people, but I have to do it properly before it turns 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, but let me have a seat first. Let me have a seat here. So, do properly, things properly. So, I'm going to sit here and I'm doing for myself. So, I'm hosting. I'm going to build a triplex, which is basically the word says compound, duplex, and triplex. So, this bottom is fucking keep my brain, keep me AI in my head, man. But the thing is, like, my first triplex gonna be literally by me 1,000 times 1,000 times 700 times the power times three. That'll be, let me calculate it now. 1,500. No, 1,500 here. 1,000 square, 1,000 meters times 500 equals 500 times 3. 500,000 times 3 is a triplex. So 1,000 times 500 meters equals 500,000 meters times 3 is 1,500,000 meters of land and to buy Navy. Today, I have to get my my government ID covered. I go to Nigeria for my PhD. For my PhD, which is 3 years. But apart from that, which is against Nigeria, which is easy to me because I'm no criminal. It's stopping me from moving. I don't have a problem in Nigeria. I'm going to my boarding school of angels, to do that. But basically, I have to go to Navy, the final to go to university. I have to get there and then and start my PhD. But the version I'm considering is the government ID. So I have to settle for like a bit of time, let's say 2 months of period, to get all my ID reissued to my residence. So like pay for 2 months hostel, and then like 1 month isn't good enough. 1 month rent. So I pay for 1 month this month, and I pay for another month this month, the hostel, and I head to Nigeria. But it should be fine because I've been there for so long. I just have to get my bank account unlocked and so the way they hold you is the way they hold them. You have to hold them accountable. So, like I said to them, 3 years of my life is in the board. So 3 years is just the minimum, local minimum, local maximum you're allowed to stay. So if it's 28 days here, that'd be 14 days minimum if you're best behavior, 14 days by law in the open school, because I don't like this kind of thing. How is it going? I'm autistic and I don't like it. I didn't have freedom. So the wards are obviously outside the there's no wards, we have no prisons in the constitution model. But we have ward like we have a prison like protocol. So you have like handcuffs, because people are because it has to be sustainable, literally, because people work work in UK, and people from here go transfer here, so to the world. So I'm saying to you, it has to be done adequately, adequately. So it has to be done properly. So I'm tripolar. Means I'm a three-person mom. I have three relatives. I can be dead, alive, or transcendent or descendant, depending how you see it. I can be here or there. I can be teleported somewhere. But that three-person one, you can call me Mr. Uche, U for umbrella, H for C for Charlie, H for hamburger, E for echo, and that means knowledge in Namdi. But OBINexus, O for Oscar, B for Bravo, I for India, N for November, E for Echo, X for X-ray, E for Umbrella, F for Sarah is what's designed to do to constitutional company. Design and technology code. That's a very important. We're doing design and technology. We don't just do content. We do design. I've got the RT repository, which I got some cool arts there. I made, but I have to cover all my accounts. But I'm trying to get all my account details too. So two things I want to do: get all my government YouTube ID. Let me write it down properly. I haven't got a pen. I haven't got a pen. I left my pen. So I'm get all my government ID. That's my passport, my national insurance number, other things to the UK system. But I'm not British. I'm gonna get a British passport. But because then he's gonna see abroad, it's stopping me actually moving. So I'm stopping people from actually moving. So 14 days or basically if you're not British, so obviously there's no constitution. I'm not putting any constitution in the UK for whatever reason, because they have wards and the wards are different. So I don't be holding them in the system. But I can't do that, for stability. But and there's no constitution. I don't want to put it anymore because it's unstable. It's not going to work out. It's going to work out if I do it. Yeah, I know, right? But it's not going to work out for because the rest of I would just leave this as it is here and rebuild in Nigeria because the freedom I had in Nigeria is not as much as I want here. So it's not about doing my PG here. But it goes around up. So I'm going to find with other people. Eventually, I'll get back there. But it's going to be done well. So you can call me Eze. When I'm talking about social media, Eze. Oh, sorry, guys. Eze is a soldier, guys. Let me get a pen. Let me get a pen. Let me get a pen. Yeah, this is my pen. So, I'm trying to recover all my data, but, so everything I had, my GitHub repository, everything. So, everything I had as a child was like literally torn apart, but just moved to the UK. But, I've persevered, like a lot of things, and I've still got a lot to do. But the thing that holding me back is money claims will go to the UK. I can't log in, I have to get stability. So, 1 month, you're paying 1 month rent in a hostel. And I'm happy with that. 1 month's rent is basically, because I've been, I've been living there for 1 month, it'll be fine. But I'm stuff, big yellow stuff, big yellow building will be, hold all my stuff. So I have a big yellow, hold my move and things. I have to get for the council. Today I'm meant to be relieved. So today is meant to be my discharge period because, I got section 5.2 on the 10th of February 2025. Today is a moving out day, so 10th of January, February 2026. So 5.2 as was issued. So the last 3 days, and I'm gonna have an assessment today on my capacity assessment. But, they won't do their job. So if they do their job or not, it's not a problem. I'm gonna call the police. So I'm gonna call the people on CQC to the Careful Court Commission because they have to care for me and care on. The only thing they said, let him go, let him go. But let's see how that goes. So the goal I'm trying to describe the board. So the exclusion, anything. So you're gonna have the same. So this was basically 2 stories building. You're gonna have a circular. It's gonna be all nice for you guys. It's gonna be living there. It's a living facility. It's a dormitory. So you get a dormitory, you get music, you can do anything you want. But we are holding you there in that space. You can play anything, any sport you want. You can do anything. It's just a mini. It's just you're not going to, but people taking care of you. It's a prison, but it's like it's not a prison per se, but it's a ward. So it's like you're gonna have locks. You're gonna have people that are sick there. You're gonna be fighting people there for whatever reason. Well, I don't want you guys to fight people, but if you do fight people, just don't fight us. You're the one holding you. So it's a ward. You're free to do anything. You're free to go outside, but you'll stay until your detention expires. Until this is this should go. The 3 years. If it's 3 years, let me 3 years. Let me 6 years. 6 years is one I'm be doing because 6 years I can do to you because 6 years is But if you're holding you in the question itself, if you go, the more you go inside the question, the more you get held. Because it's easy for us to go. The more outside, the more because we're facing the people that want to come in. But the people that want to come in legally are outside, so they don't social outside. So, you're going to have like somewhere you guys are safe too, but you can't come in. 3 years, you come in there, you stay, you stay there, you live your life there, but you're not living with us. You're not one of us. You're not gonna be one of us in the jail. So, you're detained. You're detained because I'm making the rules here. I cannot have people tell me what to do anymore. I could not have it. I done this position. I'm very powerful now. If you don't know, I don't really care. But I'm not boasting about it because I'm just doing what you guys are doing to me. The way you didn't boast about putting me in prison, laughing, or what you did, maybe you did. I'm just going to boast about me putting you in a ward unit for 6 years of your life. But it's just to happen because the promise to free the people that have Igbos and Biafrans and serve to the nation. That's the goal. To actually have a utopia. Something that people, keep all the rubbish out. Oyster has rubbish out, and people can actually do something, and you have to have, you can live there, but going to be taking care of you, and you should be, we're all separate from the taking care of us. So because and obviously the shit applies to your so if you're in section 2 here in the UK, you serve that time with us. for 28 days, for 28 days minimum, to double that 48 days, because I doubled that because I know him. So it applies because, that's a double thing to do. So basically, you can stay up to 28 days, not 14 days. So, but you can get promoted outside, to get outside automated. So if it's 28 days, you can come half the time, 14 days, and you leave. So that's promotion one. If you get demoted, you get 48 days. So, and it's all decentralized for us, obviously. The promotion model was inversely. So if I was a cop and I was giving you a award, I can hold you down and get promoted, get paid more to do my job, to hold more people down. But that's what I want to do. I want you guys to leave. I want you guys to leave. So anybody gets secluded is in prison. So seclusion is like, on the ground. So you cannot be on the surface. You have to go up, because, I don't want to keep electricity on for you in the night. You can just turn off. You gotta be just by yourself, lonely, happy, think about your life, think about what you've done, and you can come out last day and go back up. But I don't want to hold you. The ground will hold you, not me. Not the nice place you are. Because it's gonna be luxurious for you to have a ward. But 3 years of my life, I don't see any good light. I don't see any sunlight. Just have to compute what that is doing to my skin. If you stay there for 6 years in seclusion, I'll be happy. See what it does to your skin, see how you change, see how you've been. Because that should be darker in complexion, really. Because I put a cream up. I want to be dark. I want it to look like a black man. But apart from that, I wasn't having a lot of film. But you'll be on the ground, you're locking in seclusion. You're underground, you're locking in. And the goal is to just have you there until you realize what you've done. That's just to make sure you're actually seeing stuff the way they are. The way they are. You're not thinking you're superior or something. But you can have food there, water there, everything there. Just not done, but done by someone else, basically. Because you're secluded. You can give you food, you can give them there, because that's seclusion. You don't know what to do this. So if you go up, so you get a prison there. Basically, you can go prison bars. You're gonna be humane. But it's gonna be like in whatever works. If it was a prison here in the UK, that's what you get. You get prison bars. But that's what it sells. You get a cell, but the cells are on the ground. Because seclusion, make sure you can see stuff the way they are. So if you work in the UK, somehow you have to work here. And that will be better. So it's not underground, nothing. You just get you have to go underground. So you get like a space on the ground you cannot pass. So basically use the dirt to hold you. Basically, there's an elevator you cannot go to. This is this situation. And the thing that kill you, nothing is going to kill you for the robot. It's just gonna keep you there in idle until you can start behaving and start seeing dirt as it is dirt. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should I'm not gonna be here in the UK no more, kind of for no reason, because I'm being abused left, right, and center. Everything that happened to me in my life, I'm gonna write a book about it, but I'm not gonna be boasting about it. I'm not boastful. No one asks me to boast in my life. I don't have any friends in the UK. I don't have anything. I just have friends in the UK, but I won't tell you who they are. Or just write them out because you're funny. But the time I leave now, today's the third day I leave. So I don't care. So about anything you can. I don't care about your food. I don't care about your water. I don't care about anything, and it's not my fault because I'm secluded from it. If it was my fault, I'll be sure it's my fault. I've done something wrong. But so that's the solution. So you can basically 15 meters on the ground. You get 5, 10, 15, 15 maximum. But they have the area of the underground system. So basically half the area. No, okay. Let's say double the area of people who are living on the ground. So I want people to go on the ground too. So you can have a double the space to hold people on the ground. So you can go on the ground and break him out. You don't break him from the inside out, from outside. You go on the ground to go on the ground and break the person out. Let's see how that works. For you, but it's gonna be perfect because it's a prison. It's not a prison. It's a seclusion, and seclusion. You have no prisons there, but it's gonna be how it works for you. In your own country, so it's just gonna be on the ground. I don't need difference, because I'm gonna be holding anybody here accountable for my life. I'm holding people that are making me accountable for my life. That's the status quo. I said so. I'm not afraid to do it because I'm not greedy. I'm not corrupt. I am not interested in your felicity. I'm interested in the status quo. And if they want them back, if they want to fly them out, if the America want to fly someone out from America, they have to go. So basically, 5 meters on the ground, 10 meters on the ground, and 15 meters. If they want to find anyone that we really want to keep there, and they have to go 30 meters on the ground, 60 meters on the ground, and 90 meters ground. So basically, people that die 90 meters ground are people that are so dangerous who keep them on the ground, on the ground until until they leave, until they can leave, But it's not a prison, if you guys want to go 5 meters on the ground and see the people there, or 50, 90 meters, you can go there, you guys are allowed to go there, just go and see them. Just don't do anything stupid, just don't do anything stupid. That's what I'm telling you guys, Don't be like a superhero, supervillain. I think you stay there too. I don't care no more, We have a system here, a system there, just to keep you people at bay, people at bay, because the dirt comes from rubbish, comes from all the rubbish, all the dirt comes into camp from the outside world, and we don't have any problems until you give us problems, so don't get stop making trouble, stop giving people trouble. But that's the goal. It's like because I'm learning from this kind of setting I'm in, and I've learned so well that I'm pretty sure there's a solution. So there's inferring policies there. So things you cannot change it. So 120 meters is a song like Superman, but there's no such as Superman there. I've not seen anybody get out of the. Maybe this man I saw that can escape water, but he had time, he had space and time. So I know how that works. So maybe I put one. Usually this guy's a magician. The one on the ground, don't want him come on outside. But he was a very good magician. He knows pick a locks. So for him, I'll give him bonus. Well, I don't. 120 minutes is not allowed for now, but that's like a Superman. People like that can get that has a lot of power. Like world leaders, not world leaders, not prison world leaders per se. What I mean by that is that in prison that has so much power is causing problems. So basically, that'll be 120 meters to 120 meters to 120 120 120 meters on the ground, to 120 150 plus 30 and plus 130 150 meters 120 meters on the ground for people with superpowers. Like literally, we don't maybe there's science with it, but that's the spiritual stuff. So things that are a phenomenon that are not just understood are 120 meters to isolate them. This is where isolation belongs. So 120 meters on the ground. 150 is not more to chamber, and 150 and 180 meters on the 180 meters ground. Basically, if you can dig a well down well, 180 meters, you can find some. There'll be a lot of physics. So, basically, that's the policy of if there don't be a lot of physics. So, you're going to have this thing protect us, stop killing people for no reason. And our hospitals are being inside the wards. Our hospitals will not be inside the wards, our hospitals will be inside the position. So that would be like, you get the compound model, we have the models inside the triplex. So I'm building my own Utopia, but I don't want kids, I don't care about kids, I care about the status quo, I want to enjoy my life without kids, I should like kids. So I want to be able to go place and mom. So, I will have no kids for the time for anything, for no one for anything. If you guys think it's stupid, I want kids for you guys. But the goal to have is secure. So OB's compound is one in setup. This one. That's my Utopia. No one outside there is allowed to go there to OB's and S's compound. So you can stay on anybody that's outside that can go in Uche's compound. Uche's compound. So that's the very policy there. You cannot change that. You want us to come. And if you're not born in Biafra, you have nothing to do with sovereignty. Or sovereignty. Why do you become a soldier? You become a soldier in Uche's tier. You still want to have a soldier, yeah. It still says you don't have to go physically there until I say so, until you're recognized, until something really significant happens, because as this company, as is a soldier, and I'm putting my soldier, I'm putting my sovereignty. I can't let anybody be a soldier and not go there, be not a soldier, because I'm a soldier at heart, I fight from human rights down, so until I'm stable, until I can do exports, basically, I don't sell any weapons to you guys, I just build my own stuff, because I'm a soldier, I build my own stuff, but which can build something for you too, just not if it's in tier 3, hey, Uche, you can have it. Just don't be weapons, anything, guns, military stuff. You cannot have that. That's easy stuff. That's big boy stuff. Sorry, Uche. But OB stuff, you're not allowed to even step foot in there because of the circle. That means you have to go over the scrap, over the thing. But, if you can find the Utopia or the OB's consensus reality, where everything is in house, basically it's like a metropolis. It's not a metropolis. It's not a metropolis. It's like Utopia built from blood, sweat, and tears, but it's a digital one. So basically, digital space you can just walk into. It's digital. You cannot go there. You cannot go there unless as will put you down before you can get to that company. That's Utopia. I'm doing it for people like me. But if you want to socialize, you have to socialize in Uche's tier. It's just be outside in the rural, breathe some fresh air, do something in the community. But this project, let's see how it goes to to. 3 years is a PhD. So I'll start with the most hardest one, the hardest part first, which is a good start. Really, hardest part first is literally the hardest thing to do first, and that's literally building the operating system, which is literally Omega OS. So the polyglottic Omega system, because over in Sigi, but I've only built the Sigi protocol, the human rights protocol, N for number, S for zero, I for gold, indigo, G for gold, I for India, everything. Basically, you feel also, but anyone that's using the protocol can use OBINexus to relay the message. So I'm gonna have OBINexus, O for Oscar, B for Bravo, I for Indigo, V for Violet, O for Oscar, which is a codec system for transformer system. Basically, if you into a mic, basically you have real world noise. So you have four states: noise, no noise, signal, no signal, and you have a tap in, tap out sequence. Because you want people to get information from some. If tap in is disabled, you're just getting the noise. So tap in will be like someone trying to how releasing works. So the radio works by you hold something down, you speak, and you exit the channel. But you don't exit because you can. So this one when you exit or not, the tap in. This one when you exit or not, the radio dissipates the signal because you have to hold down the signal to continue to use radio. So the more you hold radio, so you cannot hack it. When you hack it, you lose all information for you to get here in real time. So that's how the thing. So that's how radios work. So the tapping sequence is basically meant to tap into kind of the signal frequency to get a channel. But if you tap in disabled, you're basically you see obviously through walls. Voices through walls, or like I hear voices here. The head things that's a bit further away if you hold the signal. But if you're tapped in, you are authorized or unauthorized in, because it works on propagation waves. So it could be tapped out, it could be tapped out enabled, tapped in enabled, and tap out disabled. So you can tap out, you can tap in and tap out. So you tap out, you exit the channel. You want to just leave without anybody telling you to leave, but just go switch to another channel that's not there, another frequency that's not being registered. So the registered but has been hidden from the system. But it's still a frequency you can communicate on. So this is channel 0, channel 1, and channel 2. OB, but we should have 3 kind of people there, but I'm 3 in 1, so I have 3 realities I share, and I want to be in Nigeria when I do that. So when I do confusion, but if you guys don't do this, the Biafra can build a confusion model. Just don't keep the rubbish out. Keep the people the people that are giving us problems. United Kingdom, no housing. I'm not lying. I don't hate people. I hate injustice. Anyone that's considered as a terrorist, keep them out very well and keep them outside the wall. So basically, you get the compound to 0, 1, 2, and you get 3, basically 4. So you get 3 and 4, 4 and 5, 4 and 5 for you. So you get tier 1, tier 2, get tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. To Uche, to Eze, to Obi. Obi is tier 1 actually. So tier 1 will be OBI. So basically, get OBI, it's the hot nexus. So you're gonna get that one there. We're gonna have something like this. So where's my pen again? So basically, I'm trying to go my. So if you go to my Outlook.com drive, you can take this video here. And you can find the thing I'm talking about. But I am not disabled in any issues with the world. You can lie to me and say I am disabled. Taking medication. You cannot make me take medication. You cannot. I've been taking for so long. Do your job. Give me house. But there's no house for me anyway. So because I'm leaving to I don't want any house anymore. So they can try to grant me housing, but I don't want it anymore. So I'm saying the hostel is fine. Because I'm saying it's fine. But the idea is to have, let's say, CH0. Let's go to tier 1. Maybe show an inverse model or tier 1. Tier 1 is which is tier? No, tier 1 is tier 3 is OBI is tier. But OBI is tier. OBI is tier. The goal is to have something that's OBI is tier, and this is basically as a channel 0, channel 1 as a king, and then we have. But I'm trying to get CBD up and running here. Tier 2, tier 3, tier 2, and tier. Oh, I'm sure that those you guys tier 1, 2, 3, and this is which is here. So basically, which is here. You see what I'm saying? So you have this kind of tier model here. But this is what the compound is. It should be 1,500, 1,500,000. of a circular radius, 1500 tons. You see, there's no edges whatsoever, and you're gonna have a position of a 45-degree position. No, you're gonna have a 90-degree position of pi of the circle. So this is the model here. So you're gonna have houses in here. We're gonna have no hostels in there. Hostels are for going out, leaving the question. You can have, so if you're doing, just book a hostel. You're gonna book a dormitory. But you have to pay for that. Yeah, if you want to leave it that way, book a dormitory or a hostel. Because I was to work, by the way, I only get to work to book dormitories, but because I had dormitory, but I only get to pay for hostel. If I never booked a dormitory, you get all out hostel. Get a hostel and get a dormitory, and you can leave the position. When your time is served, you leave. You write to price places. You don't get anything from us. We don't give anything. You get treated, and you get fucking leave this fucking place. So you get a hostel for spies, anybody here. So you get a hostel model here. But you're gonna be handcuffs and all the police equipment there. Because I'm a king, so basically, you're gonna be in the exit here, handcuffs, police things. I provide you the situation so you can hold you down without holding you down. It's designed to hold something. Rest is designed to hold something. Because you can hold this floor, it's holding me. My hand is not shaking. Just hold it. Just hold. I'm fine. See, it's not shaking. I'm just moving it. Oh, sure. I'm not being held. So so this is being held. It's always to hold something. And that thing is what you define. That's you guys. So this is how it works. We're gonna take tier 4. We're gonna have zone 4. Which is basically zone 4 and 5, which is basically bound for me, for OBI, Eze, and Uche. This is zone 4 and 5. So you guys are zone basically zone triplex is basically the main building, but zone 4 and 5 is reserved zones, so you cannot go there until you're authorized to go. Zone 6 is where the ward starts. So you cannot enter zone 5, 4, 5 because that's expansion zone. Basically, expansion zone is for us. This is the same. This is 1,500, 1,000 times 500 times 2. So you get 1,000 times 500. 500,000 times 2. So basically, it's 100,000 meters squared, cubed of land plus XYZ. But that zone is basically for us to have for breathing spaces. So that's what breathing spaces is. The breathing space is outside, as you can start going outside. So it's called breathing spaces, but it's gonna have you can go anywhere you want in Namdi without going to the water, so you can inspect things. But this gap is literally what separates me and you. So me from you guys. It's literally separation of concern. So 4 is literally a ring source. It's pi r squared over 260. But let me do calculator. Let's do 100,000 times pi. Which is radius, basically, which radius squared to the power of 2, which is the length and width, which is basically 9,869 million, or 9,869,600, 9,869 million 604,401 404 401,018 0.89 hundred 604 million thousand. Okay, so number is 9,869,604,1,401, but 0.98. But it goes to have it secure in square feet. So it's just one area. You cannot cross this. You cannot cross this. You cannot cross this. You cannot go there. So this is the expansion zone for us to keep here. You're gonna have some breathing space. You're gonna have some padding, some patterns. You're gonna have a border. And that's what you get a pattern. There's no borders there. You're gonna get a pattern. So the pattern is basically a little more pattern because I like patterns. I a little pattern for the zone, so you can see you can't make mistakes. So that'll be half of a tripod. That'll be 500 meters of land. That separates 500 meters extra for zones 2 and 3. Basically, if I add 500 plus 500 meters plus 1,000 plus 100 plus 900. So you get 9 869-604, just so you can stop doing this for the Bruno. I should start building trouble. It's not gonna be packed, so it's gonna be some. I'm gonna have a read edition as is here. As is here, gonna have a read edition. As it's here, and then OB still gonna have we're gonna have the old way of doing stuff. But basically, you're gonna have the old way of doing stuff because it works and it stops getting hacked. So I'm trying to go back 300 years in my mind. So I've already started my journey as a child. So I'm gonna go back to all the parts of my past, or my history, all my data requests. I'm gonna try to get my data so I leave this place, but I need my data to see what's happening clearly. So I know I'm going in my mind, so I don't die. So it's basically a system of non-linearity, and you're gonna be ensuring that no bad actors are military based more welcome. But if I build a security only BFM with an aura cell, you can get an aura cell passport. Aura, E for Alpha, U for Umbrella, S is Arrow, Romeo, S is Alpha, S for Sarah, E for Echo, F for Alpha, L for Lima. But literally be happy. But this is a utopia I'm building. So it's my utopia, my idea of utopia. So this was a PhD project. This is my utopia. So my first utopia, my utopia. Because I've been in my dystopia already, which is UK. Losing 10 times about, but this is my utopia. This is my reality. This is basically if it does work out, there's the big end result to it. But if it doesn't work out, we'll see how to improve it. We'll see what the conclusions are. But I'm going to be using ontology routes. I'm going to go on the real world and find from. This is basically this place. Basically, your reality. You can hold anything and everything that is you and nothing. You can hold people accountable. Basically, that's what it calls prison. But we have awards, so it's one utopia. So there's no prisons there, and I find it hard. I've never been in a prison. And that's why. Thank you, guys.